Get started in a second. You got any questions? You should just raise your hand. Or if you want to make a point, good. Shalom Israel. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrak Thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shamar the Thunba Shem Yahweh Shah to the sisters. I'm Priest Officer Karan Yala, and this is the Tuesday night Brotherhood class on the Sacramento Israelites page. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Definitely appreciate the support and growing the channel. You understand? Tonight we're gonna get into the lack of brotherhood. You understand? That blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans have when indulging in this filthy, wicked holiday, which is called Thanksgiving. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat Shabbat, sir. The water for tapping in. I definitely appreciate you. Yeah, but Thanksgiving is about hating Native Americans. You understand? It's about hating the Native Indians that showed the oppressor, you understand, how to sustain himself in his land. You know what I'm saying? These 50 states, which used to be called colonies at first, excuse me, 13 colonies at first. You understand? This stuff was stolen. You understand? This land, the natural resources, you understand, was stolen from our North American Indian brothers, you understand, which consist of the 10 northern tribes of the kingdom of Israel, you understand? And they were stole, uh, raped, robbed, murdered, you understand, pillaged by the oppressor. You understand? Now we all know who the oppressor is today. You understand? The same person that oppresses nations, you understand, from here to there, to and from, right? And us as blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we have to come out of the mindset that America is good for everybody. When we understand that the America is not good for everybody, you understand? Especially the people that reap the benefits of being murdered in this empire. You understand? That reap the benefits of being pillaged and robbed. You understand? And spiritually and physically molested in this empire. You understand? I got a couple of articles I'm gonna get into, but I'm gonna go to the scriptures. Let's go to Second Ezra chapter 13 and verse 40. Salakia. I'm gonna hold that one. Go to Romans 15 and 4. The book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. You understand? The Lord galvanized, you understand, and inspired these men, you understand, from the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel to write these law, statutes, and commandments, you understand, for our learning. You understand? And the law, you know what I'm saying, stated by Christ hangs on two things: loving your neighbor as you love yourself, which is brotherhood, and loving your God with all your heart. You understand? When you look into these law, statutes, and commandments that the nation of Israel is supposed to follow, you understand? This institutes brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? This institutes uh, um, a blueprint for a nation of people to live in perfect harmony. You understand? And when you go against these law, statutes, and commandments, you literally show your God and your people that you would let rather live like the oppressor. You understand? And this is all that Thanksgiving is about. Thanksgiving is about envying the oppressor. You understand? Wanting to fulfill your lustful demons, right? And not caring about what happened to the native Indians in this country at the hands of the people that taught you how to celebrate Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? But Salaki, we go to Second Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 40 in the Apocrypha. It's the book of Second Ezra, chapter 13 and verse Salaki, chapter 13 and verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Osea, the king, whom Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, and so they came into another land. You understand? This is speaking about the northern kingdom of Israel. You understand? Going into captivity to the Assyrians. These are those 10 tribes. You understand? Verse 41. But they took Salakia, but they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt. You understand? After these brothers and sisters got out of captivity in Assyria, they never returned to the land of Israel. You understand? They never came back to their homeland. They went to get away from these damn heathens, you understand, and to a land where never mankind dwelt. You understand? Now, a lot of you fake Israelite groups that claim that only Negroes are Israelites, you understand? Africans have always lived in Africa. You understand? This is where they settled at. They lived in every part of Africa that you can think of. You understand? So there's no places in Africa where mankind has never dwelt. The only place that this could be talking about is the Western world. You understand? Which this is talking about North, Central, and South America. Because prior to the Native Americans, no man lived over here. You understand? And Solomon used to visit this place very frequently. You understand? Not only did Solomon visit here frequently, Joseph, you understand, the forefather of the tribe of Ephraim and Manasseh, you understand, he came over here and sent boats over here numerous times and brought back a whole lot of gold to that land of Egypt, you understand, where he was a damn captive at. You understand? So this is talking about America. This is not talking about Africa for you fake Israelites that claim that only black people, you understand, so-called African Americans are the children of Israel, and we got tribes in Africa, you understand, that know that they Israelites. When the Lord said we was going to discontinue from our heritage, you understand? Salaki, read on. Verse 42, that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land. You understand? The native Indians, they came to this land to keep their statutes. You understand? Right? That they never kept in their own land. Because why? Because they went into captivity, you understand, to the Assyrians for breaking God's laws. You understand? So they took counsel amongst themselves, like, man, look, we ain't going back to the land of Israel. We're gonna go into a farther country where no other man has lived before, you understand, where we don't have no influence, where another nation of people can't be over the top of us, and we're gonna live amongst each other, and we're going to keep our law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? Verse 43. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half. And the same region is called Arsarith. You understand? This land, Arsarith, that the Lord showed them signs to get to. You understand? This is where the native Indians, you understand, settled at, and eventually your oppressor started to call this place America, which is named after, I believe he was a Spanish map maker, you understand, Amerigo Vespucci. You understand? They was gonna name it after Columbus. You understand? But Columbus was a goddamn thief. You understand? So they went and named it after Amerigo Vespucci, and this is where you get the name America from. You understand? But in the scriptures, this is called Arsareth. You understand? And this is exactly the place where the Most High showed the northern 10 tribes of Israel. You understand? To come over here for them to keep the law, statutes, and commandments up under the influence of no other nation. You understand? Because the Lord planned for the children of Israel, you understand, northern kingdom and southern kingdom, to eventually to come back together as one. This is why the Lord said he's putting these two sticks back together. You understand? It's biblical prophecy that we have to be in captivity, in this last captivity together. You understand? This is why blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans have come into the ISUBK and understood that what we supposed to do as a people and coming together. You understand? Not not going with the notion that blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are three different ethnic groups of people, which is totally false. You understand? And this is why they have been oppressed in this empire. You understand? Just like the so-called African American, just like the so-called Jamaican, just like the so-called Haitian. You understand? Because we are in fact the same people. Yabba Shema Shabbarakatah, Matam Yad. Definitely appreciate you for tapping in. You understand? But Salakia, let me get Proverbs 3:31. You understand? For all of you Christians that love Thanksgiving, for all of you Christians that love to eat pork, you understand, in celebration of the slaughter of your own goddamn brothers and sisters. You understand? Let me see. Get Proverbs 3:31. Salakia. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. You understand? When you celebrate Thanksgiving, you understand? You envy your oppressor. You understand? You are jealous of your oppressor and you want to be just like him. You understand? Your oppressor celebrates Thanksgiving. Your oppressor benefits off of Native Indians being slaughtered in this empire. You understand? And what do they do to commemorate it every goddamn year? You understand? And the last Thursday of the month of November, they set a big turkey. You understand? Dressing, whatever disgusting food that you eat on Thanksgiving, a Thanksgiving ham, you understand, which is totally against the Lord for the children of Israel to indulge in pork, you understand? And they sit back and have a feast to commemorate what they've stolen from the children of Israel. You understand? From all of the natural resources, the gold. You understand how they slaughtered our brothers and sisters from the tribe of Gad. You understand all the buffaloes that they took from our people. You understand? You got brothers and sisters that live their lives off of eating clean buffalo meat. You understand? And these goddamn oppressors, they didn't shot our buffaloes for sport and start feeding our brothers and sisters pork. You understand? Because your oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? And when you indulge in this celebration of your people being slaughtered in this empire, you understand? Your oppressor, he looks at you like, man, that's a good slave. You understand? And it's evil as hell for you not to care about the ancestors of your own goddamn people. You got a lot of so-called Mexicans, you understand, which some of them descend from the tribe of Gad that actually indulge in this wicked and filthy holiday. You understand? This holiday is evil as hell. Don't get me started on you Christians. You understand? You Christians disgust me. You know what I'm saying? You'll have a Christian tell you the celebration of Thanksgiving is about coming together with family. You understand? Well, what about the family of those Native American tribes, you understand, that got their homes ravished? You understand? That got all of their resources taken from them. That got their men, women, and children physically raped. You understand? That got their huts burned down. You understand? Well, I got a cold article for y'all tonight. You understand? What about that family? You understand? What about the Native Americans suffering? You understand? What about the Trail of Tears? You understand? All of this happened because your oppressor hates the children of Israel, and by you sitting down celebrating Thanksgiving, you understand? You side with your oppressor in this matter. You understand? You don't stand in solidarity with your Native American brothers and sisters. You understand? You love your oppressor and you hate your own goddamn people. And this is why you're going to keep continue to celebrate Thanksgiving. You understand? Salakia. Get Amos 5 and 2. Salakia, Amos 5 and 21. Any questions? Y'all got any questions, comment, put it in the chat. Baba Kashaf. The water in advance. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, and verse 21. I despise your feast days. You understand? The Lord said he hates and he despises your feast days. And this is the Lord talking to the children of Israel. You understand? Because the children of Israel, we have always taken on the culture of these heathens. You understand? And we have always indulged in their feast days and we made them our own. You understand? Like when you, excuse me, when you look at commercials for Thanksgiving and Christmas. You understand? A lot of times you see the children of Israel as the model of this commercial. You understand? You see the children of Israel looking like they having a wonderful time celebrating this filthy, wicked holiday that the Lord did not give us. You understand? I'm gonna read that again. Amos 5 and 21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. You understand? The Lord is not with you when you sitting down at this big Thanksgiving table. You understand? Across from family, you understand that hate each other every goddamn day throughout the year. You understand? You sitting at Thanksgiving with your goddamn uncle that probably molested your damn sister. You understand? But y'all got to come together and say how thankful you are for family. You understand? When your family don't even know how to be family with each other because of the Christian church. You understand? In the Bible, it never told you to celebrate Thanksgiving. You understand? But meanwhile, them church going people, they can't wait to Thanksgiving. You know why? Because it's a lustful demon on them. You understand? They wanna sit back and eat all of the goddamn food that they can eat, drink all the alcohol they can drink. It's gonna be big weed being smoked outside at Thanksgiving. You understand? By the younger people in the goddamn family. You understand? And some older uncles or cousins, you understand, that want to be hip. You know what I'm saying? That want to go out there and get high, you know what I'm saying? Just to fulfill a goddamn lust that they got on them. You understand? This is sickening. Christians is talking about God is all about love. The Lord the Lord doesn't hate. The Lord is love. God is love. Ain't that what they say all the time? Well, how the hell is your God about love when you sitting up here celebrating the slaughter of a nation of people? You understand, which is really your nation of people. You understand? Being indulging in Thanksgiving is anti-Semitic, straight up. You understand, or anti-Shemitic, which is the true term of it. You understand? Because blacks, natives, and Latinos, we are the Shemites. You understand? Go ahead.
So like the other one, I kind of feel like it's no Thanksgiving is no different than like Fourth of July. It's like the oppressors celebrating their victory while we celebrating our destruction.
Right.
Kind of similar.
You absolutely correct. Thanksgiving is no different than the 4th of July. You understand? But okay, it's no different, but at the same time, though, how can I put this? It's okay. It's two holidays where so-called holidays where you got oppressors celebrating a victory, right? I would say it's slightly different because the 4th of July is about America getting independence from Great Britain, but Thanksgiving is about America slaughtering, raping, robbing, and murdering the natives. You understand what I'm saying? And then, but you right. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent, you absolutely correct. But I think, okay, I'll put it to you like this. Now, me as a priest in the ISUPK under Commander General Yana, I would never celebrate these filthy, wicked holidays. You understand? I would never encourage any Black, Latino, or Native American to celebrate any of these wicked ass holidays, right? But I have more respect for the 4th of July and a white person celebrating that versus Slovakia. Not a white person, an oppressor celebrating that versus an oppressor celebrating Thanksgiving. You understand? And coming up to me while I'm at the grocery store, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. You understand? Versus them telling me happy 4th of July. If they say happy 4th of July to me, I'm gonna ignore it. You understand? Because they don't give a damn that I don't celebrate that bullshit. Excuse my French. You understand? But they don't give a damn that I don't celebrate it. I'm just gonna ignore you. You understand? But it's 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 you right. I get that too. You right. Because it's to spit into the spit in the children of Israel's face either way it goes. Because 4th of July we was in slavery. You understand? Thanksgiving instituted slavery on Native Americans. You understand? So you're right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you another hand for that. You know what I'm saying? But you absolutely correct. Right? You had anything else to say on that one? Okay. Most High Christ. The water for your comment. I definitely appreciate it. The book of Isaiah. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 22. The book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes. You understand? The children of Israel, we have been robbed and spoiled in this empire. You understand? They have taken everything from us. And we prisoners of war. You understand? The native Indians that live on these reservations, they are prisoners of war. You understand? And the simple fact that you Christians don't care about that, and this is the spirit of Christianity. The spirit of Christianity is a selfish spirit. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's a spirit of I need to worry about me, and whatever happened to everybody else, it really don't apply to me. So I shouldn't even worry about that. You understand? Black people, you black people that's Christians, and I'm not even just talking about people that go to church. You understand? You could be a Muslim and you're still a Christian. Because Muslims is doing the same shit. Excuse my French. They're going to celebrate Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna happen. Like, I know people that I grew up in the world, my folks right around the corner from here, you know what I'm saying? They devout Muslims. If you ask me, I mean, if you ask them, if you ask me, I'm like, man, niggas ain't no damn Muslims. Muslims don't do what y'all niggas be doing. These niggas smoking weed and cigarettes and all of this type of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? But claim to be Muslims and a part of the Christian organization called the Nation of Islam. You know what I'm saying? Which them niggas is Christian. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as Thanksgiving come, like, oh man, I remember last year, right? Last year, I had went to their house, not even knowing that it's Thanksgiving, because we don't get out, you know what I'm saying? But I had went over there. I forgot what I went over there for something. Oh, I think I was trying to sell them a watch that I had or something like that. You feel me? We needed some money or something like that, right? But I get over there and I see it's like a lot of they family from like down south and stuff. I'm like, damn, oh shit, it's Thanksgiving today, but I'm not even worried about it, right? So they offer me some food, right? I'm like, nah, I'm good. You feel me? Like, and they knew why I wasn't finna eat it. but they still try. Like, nah, bro, like it's cool. I'm like, man, no, I ain't doing that. You feel me? Because you them not understanding what I understand is harmless. You understand what I'm saying? But to me, for me to accept a plate on Thanksgiving or even after Thanksgiving, I don't even want your goddamn food 2 days later if I know you cooked it for this particular reason. You understand what I'm saying? But it was just like, nah, I'm cool, bro. Like I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And I, of course, I didn't stay for that long because I only went over there, to do what I was trying to do. You feel me? But it was like, nah, man, y'all niggas crazy. But they keep like they trying to push it on me. I'm like, man, I'm cool, bro. Like, you feel me? But of course, they offered it to a nigga to no avail, you know what I'm saying? Because the integrity that first of all, you gotta love your own people to to not want to just fulfill your own lust and be a selfish pig all the goddamn time. You understand? And that's what a lot of our people is gonna do on Thanksgiving. They don't give a damn that they sister, you understand, was molested by Uncle Eddie. You understand? Uncle Eddie gonna be at the goddamn Thanksgiving party fixing a big plate and leftovers. He gonna say what's up to Uncle Ed and everything, but your whole family know goddamn well that this nigga been molesting your sister since she was a little girl. And nobody's going to say anything about it because Thanksgiving is not about love. It's about envying your oppressor and wanting to be accepted in this society. You, we just went to the grocery store today. When when you in the grocery store around Thanksgiving time and you in the truth, you hear some of the most disgusting conversations. You understand that you could possibly fathom. I'm walking past the aisle. I'm going to get some food for us to cook tonight. You feel me? I walk past the sister. She got her son in the store, and yeah, I gotta go get my ham hocks and some bacon, and then we can get up out of here. Now, of course, I know that all of this is in preparation for you to celebrate this meal. I mean, for you to indulge in this meal to celebrate. You might not think that you're celebrating the slaughter of the Native Americans, but you being so much of a Christian and being brainwashed, you don't even give a damn when somebody tells you that you are. You know what I mean? Like, I still got the same Facebook that I had in the world. Only thing I did was put a picture of me in the school. You know what I'm saying? I got a war scarf and a crown on my head and a UPK shirt on. And I put my Hebrew name on there. So everybody that knows me from in the world, they know like I'm the same goddamn person. You understand? I can make a post about any goddamn thing, right? Matter of fact, I'm probably gonna do it. I'm gonna just make a dumb post. You feel me? That'll probably just I'm gonna just make a post about anything. Watch how many people in the world say something about it. But as soon as I post, yeah, man, celebrating your birthday is like worshiping Satan because it says it right here on page woo woo in the Satanic Bible that was created in 1966 by a oppressor named Anton LaVey in San Francisco, California. They're not gonna say nothing. They're not gonna touch that. When I put on there, if you getting ready to celebrate Thanksgiving on this Thursday, you hate Native Americans. Only people that's gonna like that people in the UPK. You feel me? But you got uncles, cousins, grannies, all of this type of stuff that I'm Facebook friends with still to this day. And they'll see that and be like, yep, let me keep scrolling up. This nigga on some crazy shit again. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that the selfishness of it all, because you just want to be you want to be an oppressor. You don't want to indulge in your culture. You know what I'm saying? Like when brothers and sisters come into the school and you tell your people, oh, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, or nah, I ain't going over there for your birthday party. It's like that's nigga weird. And then, like not only will they look at you sideways or tell you that you in some type of cult or whatever the hell you got going on, you changed and whoop, all this type of stuff. Not only will they tell you that, they will try to get you to indulge in the thing that you told them that you don't do anymore, which is the spirit of Christians. You understand? Christians don't care about you bettering yourself. Christians don't care about you like that saying that they say misery loves company. Christians want your ass to be eating pork right with them. They would rather you die of heart disease and high blood pressure because if they got to go out like that, look, I'm not alone. You understand? It's evil as hell. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get into a couple of more of these scripts. We're gonna get into this article first. You know what I'm saying? Because I found the article and ooh wee. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Y'all got any questions, comments, go and put it ahead in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the viewers. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get into this article that I found. And I believe this article was written by a black man. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, I think this article was written by a black man. Uh, oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Hold on. Let me see. Damn. That's crazy. They will not let me read this article. They will not let me read this damn article, man. That's crazy. Salakia. We get Jeremiah 15 and 5. We wait. See if my rib can get that article for me. They want you to pay for that, huh? Well, how much is it? Huh? All right, the water. Appreciate it, princess. Jeremiah chapter 15 and verse 5. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Don't nobody got pity on the Native Americans, on the North American Indians being slaughtered to the tune of 77 million. You understand? Of course, your Christian brothers and sisters, they don't give a damn about you. You understand? They don't care that America broke all of these peace treaties. You understand? With the so-called Native American Indians. They don't care that everything that these oppressors have built is smack dab in the middle of the lands, you understand, that was once owned by the Native Indians. They don't care that these Native Indians are in on reservations, which is another form of a goddamn concentration camp. You understand? I'm gonna read that again. Jeremiah 15 and 5. For who shall have pity on thee, O Jerusalem, or who shall bemoan thee? You understand? Y'all don't care that Latinos, you understand, and natives, you understand, and so-called African Americans and Jamaicans and Haitians, you understand, we have been abused, mistreated, um, 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 slaughtered. You understand? Any and everything that you can do horrible to a person, these Christians don't care about that. Of course, your goddamn oppressor don't give a damn about that. You understand? This is why you celebrate Thanksgiving. You understand? Read on. Or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest? You understand? Big shout out to Officer 5000 DeBar Muff out there in the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? He just did an excellent food and clothes drive, you understand, on a native Indian reservation. I forget where they did it at, you understand, but they did it in the West. So like in the Midwest. But big shout out to them. You understand? The men in the ISUBK, we actually give a damn about the Trail of Tears. You understand? We actually give a damn about the native Indians being oppressed and slaughtered, you understand, and so much being taken from them. You understand? We give a damn about them. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah's asking this question like who's going to have pity on you, O Jerusalem? Who will bemoan you? You understand? Jeremiah cared about the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? So did Amos. So did Daniel. You understand? So many other prophets. So did our King Yahushua Mashiach. So does Commanding General Yohana and every officer, you understand, Salakia, every general, every captain, you understand, and every officer and every trooper and sister in this eye should be king. You understand? We give a damn about the children of Israel. This is why we're not celebrating Thanksgiving. You understand? This is why we don't indulge in the holidays of this land. You understand? We care about our people. So instead of Thanksgiving or 4th of July, you understand, or Christmas, we're going to celebrate the Passover this year in North Carolina, you understand, and go experience a lot of that brotherhood that's finna go on, you understand, and this Passover coming up, Passover 2023, you understand? But Salaki, let's get into this article. You on here? Oh, I appreciate it. The horrible history of Thanksgiving. You understand? This is an article in the New York Times that came out in 2019. Before you fill your plate, please remember why we mark this day. You understand? We're going to read this. You understand? This is by a brother named Charles M. Blow. You understand? And this is an article from his perspective and some facts that he found out. When I was a child, Thanksgiving was simple. It was about turkey and dressing, love and laughter, a time for the family to gather around and feast and be thankful for the year that had passed and be hopeful for the year to come. You understand? That's what most of us think in the black community. You understand? We think that this is a day to come together with family, you understand, and we supposed to cherish the days that we have this day with our loved ones. You understand? That's what most of us thought. You understand? In school, the story we learned was simple too. Pilgrims and Native Americans came together to give thanks. We made pictures of the gathering, everyone smiling. We colored turkeys or made them out of construction paper. We sometimes had a mini feast in class. I thought it was such a beautiful story. People reaching across race and culture to share with one another, to commune with one another. But that is not the full story of Thanksgiving. Like so much of American history, the story has had its least attractive features winnow away. I'm going to say oppressors have been centered in the narrative, and all atrocity has been politely papered over. You understand? So basically, what this brother is saying, like, just like a lot of American history, you understand, they mask the truth, you understand, on what actually happened in this empire in commemoration of a lot of these days that we celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Thanksgiving being one and 4th of July being another one. You understand? So let us correct that. What is widely viewed as the first Thanksgiving was a 3-day feast to which the pilgrims had invited the local uh Wapana Slagia, Wampanoag people as a celebration of the harvest. About 90 came, almost twice the number of pilgrims. This is the first myth that the first Thanksgiving was dominated by the pilgrim and not the Native American. The Native Americans even provided the bulk of the food according to the Manataka American Indian Council. So they paint the narrative like the first Thanksgiving, you understand, was basically put together by the oppressors. You understand, the what they call the pilgrims, put together by the pilgrims, and the pilgrims brought most of the food and just invited the natives, and only about 90 of them came. Well, this brother is saying the meal that they actually had was basically uh, put together by the natives, and the natives brought all of the food. You understand? Which this is so Israel. You understand? We so much of a humble and kind people. You understand? You will invite your oppressor to come have a meal with you. You understand? Even if he's being a goddamn devil to you. You understand? Salakia, reading on. This is counter to the pilgrim centric view so often presented. Indeed, two of the most famous paintings depicting the first Thanksgiving, one by Jeannie Augusta Brownscombe and the other by Jean Leon Jerome Ferris, feature the natives in a subservient position, outnumbered and crouching on the ground on the edge of the frame. The pilgrims had been desperate and sick and dying, but had finally had some luck with crops. The second myth is that the Wampanoag, Salakia, when Panoag were feasting with friends. That does not appear to be true. As Peter C. Mancall, a professor at the University of Southern California, wrote for CNN on Wednesday, Governor William Bradford would say in his book of Plymouth Plantation, which he began to write in 1630, that the Puritans had arrived in a hideous and desolate wilderness full of wild beasts and wild men. Mancall further explained that after the visits to the New World by Samuel D. Chaplin and Captain John Smith in the early 1600s, a terrible illness spread throughout the region among the Native Americans. He continued, modern scholars have argued that the indigenous communities were devastated by leptospir- leptospirosis, a disease caused by old world bacteria that had likely reached New England through the feces of rats that arrived on European ships. Did y'all hear that, Israel? Our the native Indians, you understand, they started to die of diseases that came from feces, defecation of rats. You understand that came over here on European ships. You didn't know that Europeans bought rats to the United States, and in so doing, a lot of our native Indian brothers and sisters actually perished. You understand? Because these vagabonds are filthy, evil beasts. You understand? Reading on. This weakening of the native population by disease from the new arrival ship created an opening for the pilgrims. So if it wasn't for our native Indian brothers and sisters being weakened by these diseases that came from these goddamn pilgrims, the pilgrims would have it wouldn't have been as easy for them to settle in this goddamn land if they didn't weaken our people, you understand, before they came here. Salakia. King James's patent called the spread of disease a wonderful plague that might help to devastate and depopulate the region, some friends. But many of those native people not killed by disease will be killed by direct deed. Do you hear that? A lot of these natives that didn't get killed by these diseases, you understand? They got killed by direct deed, meaning they was murdered by these goddamn pilgrims. You understand? As Grace Donnelly wrote in 2017, in a 2017 piece for Fortune. The celebration in 1621 did not mark a friendly turning point and did not become an annual event. Relations between the Wampanoag and the settlers deteriorated, leading to the Pequot War in 1637. In retaliation for the murder of a man the settlers believed this native tribe killed, They burned a nearby village, killing as many as 500 men, women, and children. Hold on. They didn't even have proof that these natives killed this goddamn oppressor. And it says they burned a nearby village, killing as many as 500 men, women, and children. Following the massacre, William Bradford, the governor of Plymouth, wrote that for the next 100 years, every Thanksgiving Day ordered by a governor was in honor of the bloody victory, thanking God the battle had been won. This is what Thanksgiving is about. Thanksgiving is literally about, you understand, these oppressors killing 500 native, you understand, men, women, and children because they thought that a native tribe was responsible for killing one goddamn oppressor. You understand? When you celebrate Thanksgiving this Thursday, remember this. You understand? You are celebrating 500 slaughtered men, women, and children, you understand, by a group of people that didn't even have evidence that one of their people was killed by this nation. You understand? Or this tribe, excuse me. You understand? Salakia. You have anything? Salakia. Just 16 years after the when Ponoeg shared that meal, they were massacred. So just 16 years after they shared this meal, they was massacred. You understand? This was just one of the earliest episodes in which settlers and colonists did something terrible to the natives. There would be other massacres and many wars. That wasn't the only massacre that they did. You know what I'm saying? Your oppressor is a natural goddamn school shooter. You understand? They've been doing mass shootings. We reading about mass shootings in the goddamn 1600s. The celebration of Thanksgiving is about mass murder. Let that sink in. It's about mass murder of a people, you understand, that allowed these goddamn heathens to come to this land and showed them kindness on how to live in their lands. You understand? Salaki. According to history.com, from the time Europeans arrived on American shores, the frontier, the edge territory between white man's civilization and untamed natural world became a shared space of vast clashing differences that led the U.S. government to authorize over 1,500 wars, attacks, and raids on Indians, the most of any country in the world against its indigenous people. Come on, man. You can't tell me Native Americans is not the children of Israel. You understand? Nobody, no, I got to read that one more time. Salakia. According to history.com, which this is created by oppressors too, from the time Europeans arrived on American shores, the frontier, the edge territory between white man's civilization and untamed natural world became a shared space of vast clashing differences that led the U.S. government to authorize over 1,500 wars, attacks, and raids on Indians. They've had over 1,500 wars, attacks, and raids on Indians, the most of any country in the world against its indigenous people. Your oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Period. You understand? I'm reading an article that's by New York Times. You understand? And they know goddamn well the history of your oppressor and how much they have stolen from the native Indians. How many people that they have slaughtered out of our brothers and sisters, you understand, the tribe of Gad. Shalom Yabashim Al Shabrakatah, sir. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right, out of wine. That's deep. You understand? Reading on. And this says nothing of all the treaties broken and then Salaki brokered and then broken, or all the grabbing of land, removing populations, including the most famous removal of natives, the Trail of Tears, beginning in 1831 Tens of thousands of Native Americans were forced to relocate from their ancestral lands in Salakia in the southeast to lands west of the Mississippi. Many died along the way. You understand? Your oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? You celebrating Christmas and Thanksgiving, you know what I'm saying? This shows you how evil Christians are. You understand? These goddamn oppressors did so much to the Native Indians, you understand? And you Christians, y'all don't even give a damn that black people that's in the ISHBK up under Commander General Yana, that Latino people, you understand that Native Indian people that are in this ISHBK up under Commander General Yana is giving you the history of what you're celebrating. But you want to be so much like your goddamn slave master. You got so much of a lust-filled demon on you that you don't give a damn about these people being slaughtered. You understand? Christians, where's the love at? You understand? Like, how many of y'all are going to actually start to dig deep into the history of Thanksgiving instead of just stuffing your face with that disgusting ham, you understand, and that dressing and that turkey every goddamn year? You understand? Over 1,500 wars, you understand, raids, attacks on the Native Indians, you understand? And all for what? It's the Native Indians' country. Your oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And you Christians make me vomit. You understand? Because you want to be just like your oppressor. The natives did not eat. Look, man. The natives lived in perfect harmony in this empire by themselves. You understand? How was the face of America a strong Indian chief, you understand, with a crown of feathers on his head, and now the face of America is some old oppressor in a goddamn suit, you understand, that keeps changing laws that they don't have to actually pay back the children of Israel for what they took from us in this empire. You understand? You goddamn Christians, y'all kill me. You understand? Salakia. And all of the treaties. Oh, yeah, we're going to get into some of them treaties, too. I spent most of my life believing a gauzy kindergarten version of Thanksgiving, thinking only feast and family, turkey and dressing. I was blind, willfully ignorant, because you Christians are willfully ignorant. You Christians don't give a damn about what the truth is. You understand? Like, you don't, like, you love your slave master so goddamn much, and you want to be just like your slave master so goddamn much that you don't actually want to accept the fact that Thanksgiving is about slaughtering your brothers and sisters. You understand? And you don't want to change because Christianity does not, it doesn't require you to change any goddamn thing. Christianity allows you to come as you are. Christianity allows you to be a gluttonous bastard, you understand? And Christianity allows you to be selfish. Christianity also allows you to not have brotherhood for your own nation of people. You understand? Salakia. Reading on. I suppose I suppose to the bloodier side of the Thanksgiving story, to the more honest side of it. But I've come to believe that this is how America would have it if it had its druthers. We would be blissfully blind, living in a soft world, bleached of hard truth. I can no longer abide that. You understand, man? Most High Christ for this brother for putting out this article and him, digging deep into the history of what this guy forsaken so-called holiday is about. You understand? Let's get into some of those treaties. You understand that these oppressors have made with the native Indians. You understand, and the ones that they broke, a couple of them that they broke. You understand, Salakia. Broken U.S. indigenous treaties, a timeline. As long as the United States has negotiated treaties with indigenous nations, it has broken those treaties. Man, look, they come straight out and tell you, as long as they've been making these treaties, you know what I'm saying, these peace treaties with the Native American Indians, they've been breaking them. You understand? They make a treaty and it's broke damn near the same goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. There is a popular tendency to think of these treaties as inanimate artifacts of the distant past. This belief, however, is a symptom of the historical amnesia that continues to relegate present day indigenous rights issues to the margins. You understand? Like historical amnesia. Let that sink in. You understand? Like basically, America forgets about history. You forget that Thanksgiving is literally about slaughtering natives. You forget that Thanksgiving is about robbing the natives of their land and their natural resources. Like in Oakland, it's a town called it's a term called spot smashing. You understand? I'm gonna be corner for a hot second. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can understand where I'm coming from. What spot smashing is let's say it's a person that runs a particular neighborhood or street and he's selling drugs or doing something illegal in that area and he has that thing on control. You understand? He got it on lock. He doing what he got to do and he the head honcho over there. And then somebody else come over there and take your spot from you and basically go to war with you behind that spot and end up victorious. And now they're the person over there selling drugs and doing whatever the hell they want to. Well, the biggest spot smashers in the whole goddamn world is oppressors. Like we look, they just smashed on everything. They done took the land of Israel as their own, and now they call themselves those people. You understand? They call themselves America when you oppressors is from Great Britain somewhere. Y'all from goddamn Ireland. You understand? Y'all from Rome. Y'all from all of the rest of these other countries, everywhere but here. You understand? And this is what you do. You are a thief, a liar, and a goddamn murderer. You understand? I'm gonna read some more about this. It says treaties are in fact living documents which even today legally bind the United States to promises it made to native people centuries ago. Treaties also acknowledge the inherent sovereignty of indigenous nations, a fact that has been disputed and undermined in the U.S. courts and Congress since 1831, when the Supreme Court ruled that the tribes were domestic dependent nations without self determination. Ooh, the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Of the nearly 370 treaties negotiated between the U.S. and tribal leaders, Stacker, this is where this article comes from, has compiled a list of 15 broken treaties negotiated between 1777 and 1868 using news, archival documents, and indigenous and government historical reports. Salakia. Let's get into some of these treaties. You understand that was broken by these oppressors. Treaty with the Delawares / Treaty of Fort Pitt, 1778. The 1778 treaty with the Delawares was the first treaty negotiated between the newly formed United States and an indigenous nation. The Lenape, Delaware, were already being forced from their ancestral homelands in New York City, the lower Hudson Valley, and much of New Jersey when the Dutch settled there in the 17th century. The treaty stipulated peace between the Lenape and the and the U.S., as well as mutual support against the British. However, this supposed peace did not last long. In 1782, Pennsylvania militiamen murdered almost 100 Lenape citizens at Nottingham, forcing the Lenape out towards Ohio. Come on, man. So from 1778 to 1778 to 1782, they had a peace treaty that was an agreement between the natives of Delaware, New York, you understand, and New Jersey, you understand? And 4 years later, you understand, some goddamn oppressors then went back on the treaty and killed 100 of these brothers and sisters. You understand? And I'm guessing it was more. You understand? Reading on. Treaty of Fort Stanwix. Weakened by the constant encroachment of white settlers after the Revolutionary War, the Iroquois Confederacy was forced to cede part of New York and a large portion of present day Pennsylvania in the Treaty of Fort Stanwix. In return, the U.S. promised to protect tribal lands from further settlement by white colonists. In the following years, the U.S. did not enforce the treaty terms, and the lands inhabited by the Iroquois Salakia Confederacy continued to shrink. You understand? Once again, another treaty that they went back on. They agreed to stop taking the lands of these natives. You understand? And what happened? They continued to take the lands of the natives. You understand? This is no different than what happened in during the time of the Greeks and the Romans. You understand? You got black people that made an agreement with the Greeks and the Romans. You understand? And in turn, what happened? You seen the wickedness of your Salakia. Let me get Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Perfect scripture for this right here. You understand? And all of these peace treaties that these oppressors went back on, you understand? You Christians don't give a damn about this. You Christians don't give a damn how much it hurts natives, you understand? Every goddamn year when somebody is walking around talking about a happy Thanksgiving. It wasn't no goddamn happy Thanksgiving for the North American Indians. You understand? Of course it was a happy Thanksgiving for your goddamn oppressor. You understand? And you brainwashed Negroes that want to continue to be a slave up under your goddamn oppressor because you have no brotherhood for your own people. But those natives suffered, you understand, for Thanksgiving. You understand? They suffered tremendously. Salakia. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, and verse 10, the Apocrypha. Never trust thine enemy. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, don't never trust your enemy. You know what I'm saying? For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. You understand? You're going to see the wickedness of your enemy. You understand? Just like you're going to see some iron rust. And that's what happened with all of these goddamn peace treaties. Your goddamn oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Period, point blank. You understand? I'm going to get some more on this. Salakia. You try to hurry up and do this before they try to take this from me. Treaty of Hopewell, 1785 to 86. The Treaty of Hopewell includes 3 treaties signed by the U.S. and the Cherokee, Choctaw, and Chickasaw nations at General Andrew Pickett's plantation following the Revolutionary War. Now, mind you, a lot of these treaties are being signed on plantations. Who you think on them slave plantations? It's blacks and natives on them damn slave plantations. Oh yeah, the natives was on slave plantations as well. You understand? A lot of black people ran away from those slave plantations to native lands, and the natives took them in. You understand? Which that's brotherhood right there, but it's not brotherhood for you to celebrate Thanksgiving. You understand? When this is about your native Indian brothers getting the short end of the stick. You understand? And being slaughtered by these goddamn oppressors. You understand? Salakia. The treaty supposedly offered the 3 tribes the protection and friendship of the U.S. and promised no further settlement of tribal land. Despite these terms, the encroachment of white settlers onto treaty territory was already underway, and future treaties would shrink Cherokee, Choctaw, and Chickasaw lands even more. So when they came up with this Treaty of Slaki of Hopewell, you understand? It never stopped that they lands kept being divided up by these oppressors. You understand? They kept encroaching on the land, taking whatever the hell they want to, while these treaties was being drawn out and being agreed upon. You understand? Salakia. Reading on, Treaty of Canandaigua, Pickering Treaty. 1794. In 1794, the U.S. government and the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, or Six Nations, comprising the Mohawk, Cayuga, Onondaga, Oneida, Seneca, and Tuscarora, Tuscarora, Tuscarora nations of New York signed the Treaty of Canandaigua in exchange for the Confederacy's allyship after the Revolutionary War. The U.S. returned over a million acres of Iroquois land that had been previously ceded in the Fort Stanwix Treaty. The Canandaigua Treaty also recognized the sovereignty of the Six Nations to govern themselves and set their own lands. You understand? So this peace treaty, they had to give back over a million acres. You understand? And they agreed that these natives would be sovereign. You understand, and be able to govern themselves. Meaning, they don't have to. They don't have to adhere to the laws of the oppressor. You understand? Whatever laws, what was that? The Constitution, you understand? And what was that? 1776, when they got their independence from Great Britain. You understand? The natives were not even supposed to be governed by these laws. You understand? Reading on, despite the apparent act of friendship, the land returned to Six Nations was lost to U.S. expansion, took their lands back, and the tribes were forced to relocate. While Onondaga, Seneca, Tuscarora, and Oneida stayed on reservations in New York. The Mohawk and Cayuga moved into Canada. Come on, man. All of these goddamn peace treaties that these oppressors have went back home. You understand? The Treaty of Greenville. An increasing number of white settlers moved into the Great Lakes region in the 1780s, escalating tension between established indigenous nations. The Shawnee, Delaware, Miami, uh, Ottawa, Ojibwe, and Potawatomi nations banded together as the Northwestern Confederacy and assembled an armed resistance to prevent further colonization. In 1794, a large contingent of U.S. military led by General Mad Anthony Wayne, I wonder why they called him Mad, was tasked with putting an end to the Northwestern Confederacy's resistance. The Confederacy was defeated in battle of fallen timbers and forced to sue for peace. The Treaty of Greenville saw the tribes of the Northwestern Confederacy cede large tracts of land in present-day Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Wisconsin, and Illinois. The treaty was soon broken, however, by white settlers who continued to expand their reach into treaty lands. Come on, man. I can't even read no more about these treaties that they broke. This is why we call the oppressor the devil that the Bible speaks of. They deceived all of these brothers and sisters from the tribe of Gad, you understand, the so-called North American Indian. They deceived them so much that now they live on reservations and the oppressor owns the whole goddamn country. You understand? Your oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And you evil bastards that's going to celebrate this holiday, wrapping your lips around some goddamn honey ham. You understand? You ought to be a goddamn shame to yourself. You, man. You got something you want to say? I I don't know what else to say about you goddamn Christians. You understand? It's evil as hell for brothers and sisters to not that okay. Hypothetically, let me ask you a question. Let me think of a name, right? What if Thanksgiving was about slavery? What if Thanksgiving was about the wealth and the commemoration of these oppressors being able to conquer so-called African Americans? And what if Thanksgiving was thanks for the 150 some odd years that y'all gave us of free labor? How do you think black people would take that?
Honestly, because of Christianity, I think they'll just take it right on the chin.
Which is sad. And you damn sure right. You right. You understand? Because every time 4th of July come around, they got their American flags. Happy 4th of July. And I love asking niggas this. Where were black people at on July 4th, 1776? You know, a lot of black people don't want to answer that question. They just be looking at you like, for all you fake woke Negroes out there. You understand? I just put this post up. I shared a memory from last year. You understand? All you fake woke Negroes that be talking about what's going on, King. Oh, our black sisters is queens. If you a goddamn king and a queen, why do you celebrate your oppressor's holiday? Like, if you so much of a king and a queen, why do you celebrate the holiday of the people that slaughter you? Why do you celebrate the holiday of your goddamn slave master? I don't get that. For the life of me, I don't get that. You understand? Like, you got so many people that give so much flack about brothers and sisters in the ISUBK. You understand? And how we bring you the fact of you have a slave mentality. You understand? If you celebrate these goddamn oppressors' holidays, and like you got people, you got people in our family, right, that would say black people not in slavery no more, or slavery's over with. Where did you learn to celebrate Thanksgiving? In slavery, right? Where did you learn to celebrate Christmas? In slavery, right? Where did you learn to be put against your brothers and sisters? In slavery. So if you still hold on to the same values that your ancestors held on to because they was taught and brainwashed by the oppressor and Christianity, and you still celebrate Thanksgiving today, aren't you a goddamn slave? You get what I'm saying? Like, Salaki. I gotta pull the scripture. Give me 1 second, Baba Kashar. The book of Most High Christ. Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 14. This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? Are we just supposed to be up under oppressors? Are we just supposed to be celebrating Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween, eating pork? You understand? Or am I supposed to be voting for a goddamn oppressor to save my life? Am I? Like Jeremiah, man, you got to understand where Jeremiah is coming from. Jeremiah coming from this is what Jeremiah is thinking in so many words. What's wrong with you niggas? Like you get what I'm saying? Like Jeremiah, like, bro, what's wrong with these niggas, bro? Do you like being up under oppressors? Do you like to get murdered in the streets? I gotta read that again. Jeremiah 2:14. Is Israel a servant? Salakia. Is he a homeborn slave? You know what it means to be a homeborn slave? That means, do you know what that means? If Jeremiah, what Jeremiah is asking, like, is he a homeborn slave? Do you know what that means? No, no. But do you know what that means? Jeremiah is asking, like, are we supposed to be slaves? Like, is this the sole purpose of being an Israelite for us to be slaves? You know what I'm saying? Why is he spoiled? You know what it means to be spoiled, right? Hmm. Do you? He not saying spoiled like you got a bad kid that's crying for something all the damn time and they always want something. He talking about being robbed. Like Jeremiah is essentially asking, what's wrong with you niggas? Do you like being a slave? Do you like being spoiled? Do you like being robbed? You understand? And this is the same thing with, like, you'll see me get mad at Lena and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you doing that? You know it's going to piss me off. You're going to be in trouble. Why are you doing that? This is exactly the same spirit. And then that spirit that Jeremiah has on him, this is the Holy Spirit. This is of the Lord. You understand? For this is why the Lord said he gonna laugh at our calamity. Like when your Thanksgiving party gets shot up, or two relatives fight over a plate and somebody dies. This is supposed to happen because you don't want to change. You don't want to. You don't want to look in the mirror and say, there's something wrong with me. And the reason why things keep happening bad to me and my nation of people is because we don't want to change. This is why you fake Israelites kill me. These fake Israelites kill me so much because it's like when you see what's going on in these fake Israelite groups, you understand? They give the ISUBK a bad rap. It on top of that, like, nigga, we in the business of trying to save lives here. You understand? I don't want another Christmas party, you understand, shot up. You understand? I don't want my people to be in some event that they're not supposed to partake in, and then they end up dying because of it. You understand? But then you got these fake Israelite groups that they allow you to not be 100% in the truth. They didn't want to be 100% in the truth. So what they do? They took the easy route, you understand, to go start some fake Israelite group, you understand, to where you got other people in coming into these fake Israelite groups. You got other people in these fake Israelite groups, you understand, that don't come into the truth, that don't come into the ISUBK because it's easier for them in these fake Israelite groups. You understand? And this is why you get sisters like Joy Morgan murdered by a goddamn African. You understand? Because you goddamn Christians, you Christian Israelite groups, y'all want to go all the way to goddamn Africa somewhere and recruit somebody from the Muntubu tribe, you understand, and not sit up here and look at what's actually going on with your people. You fake Israelites kill me that say Negroes or are the only children of Israel, or you only Negro only Israelite groups. Come on, man. You mean to tell me all of this slaughter? I just read it in the article before I start talking about the treaties, that this is the worst that a people has ever been done that's an indigenous people in their own land. This is the children of Israel we talking about. So when you got these niggas in these fake Israelite groups talking about, yeah, Negroes is only the 12 tribes of Israel, man, you got to be out your goddamn mind. And you spit in the face of your goddamn king. You understand? Because Christ did not just die for so-called Negroes. He died for that young Latino boy that's been murdered by the police too. He died for these brothers that's in prison, you understand, whether they are Sereno or North Daniel, you understand, that come from the same goddamn background, that live in the projects with us, you understand, in Brooklyn and Harlem, in the Bronx, you understand, down there in LA, that's gang banging just like Crips and Bloods do. You understand? That's been conquered by a goddamn nation of people, and they've made them speak their language too. Man, I'm. You remember that story? I'm gonna tell you all this story, right? I was in jail one time, right? And I was watching a movie, Amistad. It was me, couple of other brothers. You understand? A couple of other so-called African American brothers. And when we sitting down watching the movie, right? And this how much is you this is how much the devil that the oppressor is, right? So we sitting there watching the movie, and this oppressor, you understand? He come in, he an inmate too. He comes in, he sit down, he was like, oh, you guys are watching Amistad? Now, if you don't know what Amistad is a movie about slavery. You understand? So he like, y'all watching Amistad? Now, you know, I'm fake woke at this time. You know, I done watched a couple of UPK videos. You understand? You know what I'm saying? I was watching the grill back then when Commander General Yohana had the grill. I was watching Cross the Line Radio. I've been watching class for a minute. Was straddling the fence, but Slocky, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, right? So the oppressor come in, he sit down. He sit down with us. She's like, oh, you guys are watching Amistad. So I look at him. I'm like, you know what this movie is? Now, mind you, I never seen Amistad prior to this. He was like, yeah, everybody knows what Amistad is. And he just tuned into the movie, like, oh, this is a good movie. Now, me being in the truth, I understand what perspective that he was watching from the movie. He was watching the movie very different than all of the black men that was sitting there watching the movie. We watching the movie like, damn, boy, this shit fucked up. Excuse my French. He's watching the movie like, man, this is a cool piece of history. You understand what I'm saying? So I just sat there for like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm like, I asked him a question. I'm like, you seen this movie before? He like, yeah, everybody's seen this movie. I'm like, you don't feel sorry for black people in this country? He looked at me. He sat up there, looked at that TV probably for like 30 more seconds. He got up and walked off and didn't say a word to me after that. I'm like, damn, boy, right? So, you know, we don't pay no mind. We watching the movie. It's a scene where they on a boat. I believe some of the slaves must have escaped or something like that, but it was some oppressor's boat. On the boat, it said La Amistad on there, right? Now I don't know what Amistad means. I know La, I believe La means the, right? In Spanish, something like that, right? So one of the older brothers that I'm watching TV with now, mind you, if you certain places where you go and the penal system in California is you might have some camaraderie with some of the Mexican brothers. You understand? Whether it be well, I'm gonna just say the Nortes. You understand? Because in Northern California, we kind of live around them. We tend to live around them more. You understand? It's not really segregated like that, but at the same time, though, they a whole different card than a black person. You understand? So the natives, you understand? I mean, it's like not the natives. And a lot of them do be natives. They speak Aztec and everything, right? But anyway, the northerner brothers in this particular place, we was all pretty much cool. You understand? The blacks and the northerners, we was all pretty much cool. You understand? So it was a brother. He was a Norte brother. You understand? He was a Mexican brother, older cat. You understand? Not too much older, but he was an older cat. You know what I'm saying? He was dark. You understand? His name was Midnight. Cool, good brother. You understand? Shout out to Midnight, wherever that brother is. You know what I'm saying? I pray that he's doing well. You understand? But Midnight was hella cool. You know what I'm saying? But he was an older northerner cat. He was from San Jose, right? Um, so one of the brothers they see the La Amistad on a boat, and the brother he was like La Amistad. Now when he read it, soon as he read it, the brother Midnight, the northerner brother, he walked past, and we got some type of camaraderie with the northerners where I'm at this particular time. So we cool, you feel me? The brother he read it, he like Amistad. Soon as he read it, Midnight walked past like on call, just walking past, going to go do whatever the hell he doing. The OG brother, he look at Midnight, he say, "You motherfuckers." Right? Now, I'm laughing, we laughing at him, even Midnight laughing, because Midnight like, what the fuck going on with him, right? But I tell him, I'm like, nah, big bro, like, because he see La Amistad, it's Spanish. He looking like, okay, this is black people, that's a Spanish boat. Y'all niggas did that shit to us. This shit crazy. But I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, I tell the OG black cat, like, nah, you tripping, bro. Like, the reason why this boat says La Amistad in Spanish is because they did what they did to them, to me and you. Everything that they did to so-called African Americans, they did it to Latinos too. I said, that's why he speaks Spanish, because me and you speak English. I said, that nigga not no goddamn conquistador. That nigga's an Inca. He's a Mayan. That nigga Midnight looked at me like, you hella smart. How the fuck you know that shit? I took Midnight to my bed and showed him the book that I was reading. And it was called the Ancient Civilization of the Incas and the Mayans. Midnight, after I had a conversation with him, because it was all jokes when OG was like, yo, niggas did this to it. It was a joke, you feel me? But when I said that, I'm like, this nigga Inca, he a Mayan. The whole dorm fell out laughing and Midnight like, nah, bro, like this nigga kind of smart right here, you feel me? But he was telling me, bro, like a lot of us Northerners, bro, we actually speak Aztec for real. You feel me? A lot of us like we literally come from Native Americans. A lot of people that's Mexican, you feel me? But it was just putting me up on game. But I told the story right to to give some history that a lot of people might not understand or know, that the Native Americans and the tribe of Issachar, you understand, and these Latino and Native American tribes that you look at, that's not your people, they've been through exactly what you've been through. They have their homeland stripped from them exactly like how we did. They put the English language on so-called African Americans and Jamaicans, and the French put their Haitian language. I mean, the French put they French and Creole language on the Haitians, and the Native Americans, they got English put on them, and some of the other Native Americans, you understand, in the tribe of Issachar, they got Spanish put on them. You understand? It's because the Lord said we was going to discontinue from our heritage. You understand? Now, everything that has happened to black people in this empire, it's happened to Native Indians. Don't that say that we the same goddamn people? You understand? For all you fake Israelites out there that's claiming that the natives is not your people, you understand? You need to actually do more research on who your people and who's not your people. You understand? Because the natives, they suffer just like so-called African Americans. You understand? They have their heritage stripped from them. You understand? Another language put on them. You understand? And you Christians don't give a damn about this. This is why, once again, you're gonna celebrate this Thanksgiving. You understand? So like, let me get 1 John 2:16. Book of 1 John chapter 2 and verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. You understand? You don't celebrate the holy days, you understand, that the Lord gave to the children of Israel. You celebrate these lustful holidays that your oppressor gave you because you love pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You understand? You're going to celebrate Christmas next month. You understand? This month is turkey and ham. Next month is gumbo with all type of abominations. You understand? And gifts to give out to people because you have a lustful demon on you. You understand? I'm gonna read that again. 1 John chapter 2 and verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. You understand? Celebrating Thanksgiving is not of the Father because it's a holiday about fulfilling your lust. So is Christmas. You understand? So is every goddamn holiday that your oppressor celebrates because he don't care about the Lord. You understand? He cares about the lust of his flesh and the lust of his eye. You understand? Verse 17. Salakia. And the world passes away and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of God abideth forever. This is eternal life according to the scriptures. You understand? When you do the will of the Lord, this is how you get eternal life. You understand? You're not going to be slaughtered at some of these God-forsaken holidays, you understand, because you want to be like your oppressor if you keep the law, statutes, and commandments of God. You understand? And celebrating Thanksgiving is a complete goddamn sin. You understand? Because that is not something that the Lord told blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to celebrate. You understand? Salakia. Let me get Galatians 5 and 16. The book of Galatians, chapter 5 and verse 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. You understand? The Lord wants us to walk in the spirit. You understand? And not Salakia. Yeah, kind. The Lord does not, I'm gonna read that again. Galatians 5 and 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. The Lord wants you to walk in spirit and not fulfill the lust of your flesh. You understand? Just because you want to celebrate Thanksgiving, you understand, you want to come to your relative's house in a nice outfit, you understand, to show off what you've been doing over the years, you understand, to be a glutton, to eat all type of abominations on that day. You understand? The Lord told you not to do that, children of Israel. You understand? And that is of the world. That is not of the Lord. You understand? Being of the world is not to care about the slaughter of the Native American Indians. You understand? Being of the world is about not caring about a certain group of people that's your brothers, you understand, and sisters. It's about not giving a damn about them. Being in this world, being in the goddamn Christian church, is about you being an evil, selfish bastard. You understand? And that's literally what you're gonna see all throughout Thanksgiving. You're gonna see a whole lot of evil, selfish people, you understand, that have no brotherhood, no sisterhood, and all they want to do is fulfill their own lust. You understand? Salakia. You get one more scripture, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 10. In the Apocrypha, the book of First Maccabees, chapter 2, and verse 10. What nation have not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? What nation does not benefit off of celebrating Thanksgiving? You understand? All of these nations celebrate Thanksgiving and they benefit off of it. But we don't. You understand? They all got spoils out of our kingdom. You understand? Look at what's going on. Because your oppressor can celebrate Thanksgiving, you understand, and him have this land to call his own. Now Koreans can come set up nail shops, you understand, in your neighborhood. They can come set up Chinese food spots in your goddamn neighborhood. You understand? The East Indians can own all of the gas stations in your neighborhood. Why? Because of Thanksgiving. You understand? Because of Native Indians being slaughtered by oppressors. You understand? The Arabs, they can own all the liquor stores in your community. You understand? The tribe of Gad, the so-called North American Indians, they are drinking themselves to death on these goddamn reservations. And the reason why is because of oppression. You understand? Because nobody cares about what has been stolen from them. You understand? Nobody cares about the hellish conditions that's really actually going on in these goddamn reservations, these so-called concentration camps. Salaki, I'm gonna read that again. First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 10. What nation has not had a part in her kingdom? You understand? East Indians was here. Uh, 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 the Irish is here. The Germans is here. The Romans is here. You understand? The people that own all of these goddamn media sites is here. Oh, you down there can't even name them. You understand? Because it's they take our damn channel down. You name them dudes right now. You understand? All of these nations have had a part in the kingdom of the children of Israel. You understand? Have had a part in the kingdom of the so-called Native Indians and Latinos. You understand? East Indians over here erecting businesses in our neighborhoods. Excuse me. You understand? All of these Caucasian races. You understand? Who else? Arabs, right? The East Indians, they run in the medical field. The Asians moving up in the medical field as well, ain't they? Come on, man. All of you nations have part in the kingdom of the children of Israel. Read on. Salakia. And gotten of her spoils. You understand? They eat up the resources that America has taken from going to war with the children of Israel in this empire. This is what's going on in this goddamn empire. And you Christians ought to be ashamed of yourself. You hate Native Indian people. You hate Latinos. You hate brothers that's doing dirt piss poor like you in the ghetto. You understand that have no hope for the future. You understand? Wake up, blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. You understand? Understand that the celebration of Thanksgiving is to celebrate the hate of your own goddamn people. It's the celebration of rape, rob, and murder on men, women, and little children. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Y'all by Shimmy Al Shab Rock a thumb to the brothers. Y'all Shamal the thumb by Shimmy Al Shab to the sisters. Shalom, Israel.